Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video we're going to be going over how to dominate the man coverage meta in Madden 23. Now this is a video that I completely forgot to make, but before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, like the video, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below on anything that you guys are struggling with, or just comment anything FTA for the algorithm. Just comment FTA. How about that? Let's go for the algorithm. So today we're going to be going over how to destroy and dominate the man coverage meta in Madden 23. This is something that a lot of people are still struggling with. We're just going to go over basic ways to slow down cover zero blitzes and stuff like that. You know, mainly the Overstorm Brave meta that is still currently going on. It is still currently being used in the MCS as well, so that's going to be the main course of this this video pretty much. Now there are a few ways that you guys can slow down these plays, these blitzers. First off, learn how to block blitzes. That's number one. Learn how to block blitzes. Number two, learn routes that beat man coverage. And number three, in my opinion, learn how to motion. Okay, so we're gonna go over all three of those. So for one, we're gonna go over how to block the Overstorm Brave. We're just gonna come out in tight. So Overstorm Brave, people are sitting there and doing this, blah 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 blah. Now, not everybody takes their other safety and brings them down below, like I'm doing here. Sometimes they leave their safety up here and they're using one of the middle linebackers. If they're using one of the middle linebackers, all you have to do is make sure you're blocking your running back, slide to the opposite side of the running back, and then ID the mic on the same side defensive end. Now what this is going to do is, matter of fact, let me use my other controller here. What this is going to do, so typically the way that the blitz comes in, either this guy comes in free, this guy comes in free, or this guy comes in free with a free release. He comes in looping around. So when you do this and you slide to the opposite side of where the running back is, the line is going to shift this way. Okay, so this guy's going to get blocked and their assignments are going to go this way. Okay, which is going to allow this guy to pretty much get a free release. But since we ID'd the mic, the running back here is going to pick him up. So we are going to be able to stop this blitz. Yes, we're blocking 5 to stop 5 people from coming in, because right now it's looking at the middle linebacker that is hovered up against the line. It's looking at him like an extra blitzer. So right now, in terms of EA, it's looking at most of the cover zero blitzes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's why it's so difficult once this 7th guy comes in, and he comes in and hovers above one of his gaps as well to sort of block where the running back is running. But we're only going over stopping this right now. So we're going to shift our line to the side, to the opposite side of where the running back is. So that's going to be L1. It's going to bring up your pass protection menu, and you're going to slide your protection to the left, and then you're going to ID the mic, which is L1. And then you're going to press X or A, and then you're going to make sure that that M icon is above the defensive end on the same side of the running back. So once that happens, the blitz is going to be blocked. As you can see, you have a little bit of time to make a read, and as you can see, we've got the under pressure situation going on here. Very difficult, but the blitz was blocked. Okay, the main course of the blitz, and we actually let this guy blitz in as well. So we technically sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 people, and we had enough time to potentially make a read. Unfortunately, Justin Herbert does not have the fearless ability. Now that's going to be my second talking point here. The fearless ability in Madden 23, it is a must-have. You have to utilize this ability, or else you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage if you guys are trying to pass the ball. This video is about passing. It's not about running the ball. I've already made a video explaining how to beat these super heavy man blitzes. You simply have to, since this is a video about how to beat man coverage videos, you simply have to take one of these slot guys here and motion them over. So what this also does is it kind of shows you whether they are in man coverage or not as well. So you motion them over, and then you'll have a lot of space to take your running back and just simply run towards the opposite side, because you have numbers on this side, because these guys will sit there and they'll block their intended assignments here, on top of having a pulling guard. If you guys are running base, if you guys are running a sweep play, this is another very good, a very good situation that you guys can utilize this. But for the second talking point, fearless. If you guys don't know what fearless is you're immune to being under pressure when you are in the pocket. And when you're facing these heavy blitzes, just like I just showcased, Justin Herbert can't handle it. As you can see right underneath, under pressure, under pressure, under pressure, under pressure. So you're going to sit there and constantly overthrow your passes if you do not have this ability. So make sure you guys are finding a quarterback, if you guys are playing Madden Ultimate Team, to equip this ability on. If you do not have the power to equip this ability on, you guys are going to have to take extra steps into blocking these blitzes, and sometimes it's gonna make it so that you guys are wasting a lot of time, and it's very, very difficult. Now, to go over blocking, you can't really block the 7-man version of this, so we're just gonna go ahead and put this guy here, because they take this user here, right? So they're sending all 6 people, and they take this user and they make sure that they guard one of the best routes in the game, which is going to be my next talking point here. And the best route in the game, in my opinion, one of at least, is this running back wheel route. If they don't guard it, you get a beautiful animation, and a lot of the times you're able to sit there and take this upfield for a beautiful, beautiful touchdown. Just a simple wheel route. And that's one of the things that is important to know, that if they're running man coverage, especially out of this cover storm, out of this overstorm brave, this safety, you got to know who's going to be manned up on who. Okay, so this cornerback's going to be manned up on him, this cornerback's going to be manned up on him, and this safety over here has to travel way too far to be manned up on him. So the result is, when this happens, is you're going to take your running back and put him on a wheel route. This is one of the best routes in the game, and one of the best routes that you can utilize to defend against this. As you can see, this happens to be the result a lot. You can quick snap, you can snap throw this play a lot against people that are running these heavy man sets. Now, next talking point, motioning over a receiver. Okay, now when you're running these formations now, and I'm running this out of tight because I feel like gun tight is one of the best man coverage beaters in the game. You can find a lot of different concepts here, but when you're running these formations against something like gun tight, one thing that you guys have to learn how to utilize is motioning over a receiver. So in this situation, if we see this guy here, all right, we got Morig who's sitting there trying to man up on the running back here, and we're trying to make sure that the blitz comes in as much as possible. So what are we going to do here? We're scared. We don't know what to do. You got to have multiple man beating routes on the field. So right now we have this slot post that is a man beating route. Now, again, you don't have to take this play specifically. There are multiple plays that you guys can utilize, but this is going to be one for this video specifically. So this X route is going to be a man beater. This Allen route is going to be a man beater as well. And right now, that's all we technically need are 2 specific man beaters, because we only want to sit there and overcome the 2 different routes that are destroying us on the line. So what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we have a little bit of separation here with Everett and Palmer with the streak, and then Allen with the triangle route. And then we're going to take this, somebody from the same side of that running back and motion him over. And what this is going to do, you're going to have you're going to have extra coverage here, and then multiple people open that you guys are going to be able to throw the ball to. Now I'm going to show the instant replay on that, because now you've added an extra blocker to help with these blitzes. Now, you don't always have to do this. You have to learn how to hit your reads quicker, clearly, but you have 2 routes here. Boom. 2 crossing patterns that one person can't guard them both, and you've got multiple routes that end up open. So you got this route here that's open, and you got this route here that's open. So this is a main thing that you guys have to learn how to do if you guys are trying to block these blitzes. As you can see, you have a decent amount of time here, especially with 6 people being sent, to make a read and go crazy there. It's very difficult to learn if you're fairly new at the game, but it's something that I think everybody needs to learn, just to make your game a lot better. Now, the last thing that we are going to talk about is simply just having all 5 routes out on the field. Now, if you are included in the fearless package, which I believe everybody should be, you should be able to sit there and have all 5 routes going out, and frustrating your opponent. Now, once you have all 5 routes going out, you have to make another quick decision on trying to force them to kind of have someone with someone motion hike pretty much. So what I mean by motion hike is you're hiking as they're crossing the line of scrimmage, allowing them to drop that, allowing them to sit there and sort of get a free release off of the line of scrimmage. Now I'm going to showcase the replay on that because I did kind of motion hike him backwards. And when this happens, as you can see, the cornerback has to follow. Okay, so once that happens, they're stuck and this guy ends up open. Now I had a horrible route combination here, but with this being the case, this guy here can't really press. This guy here can't press the other slot, and because we motion hike this guy, he can't press him either, on top of not being able to press the running back because he's coming out of the backfield. So the more routes that you have on the field that can't be pressed, the better your life is going to be, the more efficient your offense is going to be. And you guys can even do something like this where you're running slant drag combo, and again, look, triangle wide open, O is wide open, and again, that was not the intended receiver, but just to showcase how many people we had open here, this is going to be, this is going to be a play that works easily for you, because we have this route that ends up open. Again, you have to learn how to hit how to quick hit. The user is going to try to take away your first read, and your first read when it comes to any formation is going to be this running back. As soon as they notice that this running back is going out, they're going to go chase him. So once that happens, you have to hit one of your other quick routes. As you can see, this guy's open for a quick hit, this guy's open for a quick hit, and then you got this route that if you have enough time, this route up here, this ends up open for a quick hit too. I promise you, the slot post play is one of the best man beaters in the game. For some reason, it gets a lot of separation in Madden Ultimate Team. And then obviously, if their user is lollygagging, you're going to be able to sit there and toss this up for a touchdown. This is how you beat the man coverage meta. Now, before I end this video, there is certain formations in this game that they really help against the meta man coverage blitzes, these cover zero blitzes, and any formation where the players are stacked are going to help you guys out tremendously. So you see this wing stack play, this wing stack formation. So let me call one of these plays real quick. Let me call this double corner. I recently posted a video where I showcased a route with this play because they can't press the stack. They can't press the stack route. Oh, I ended up messing that up. But if you noticed how open this guy ended up being, and this is just a random play that I just called. So if you notice this, look at how open this guy is. He's manned up. This is this play literally stack. He's manned up and he is now wide open for a touchdown. Now this happens a lot against these meta formations where guys just end up wide open simply because of the alignment of the formation and they can't really press. So a lot of people will end up playing their defense like this, where they won't really be pressed, but they'll sit there and try to have as much coverage as possible behind it. So they'll sit there and come in like this. And because you're running this stack kind of formation, you can simply easily quick hit these throws for quick hits and quick touchdowns. There's really not much that they could do about it. Now, again, if they're pressing, these stacked formations are going to absolutely destroy man coverage. As you can see, look at square ends up wide open. And that's blocking every single route on the field. I'm actually going to show the replay on that because we blocked everybody. We blocked everybody, leaving us with enough time to do whatever we wanted. And this guy was literally left in the dust. He literally has no idea where he's going. So if you guys are struggling with this man coverage meta, be sure to have some kind of audible in your playbook that allows you to pretty much, frustrate whoever it is that you guys are playing. And these double stack formations are just money against any type of man coverage. They're money because they create these route bounces and these bumps into the other routes that allow you to be wide open, and it's very frustrating for any defense. But if you guys are looking to beat man coverage, this is a way to do it. Now actually, I don't even have to hop into another play to showcase this, but the final thing that we have to talk about when it comes to this, and yes, I am talking a lot, but you guys are getting a lot of information here, especially against this man coverage meta. Route bumps. So route bumps in Madden allow you to pretty much create separation like this. There is no set way to create route bumps. except for sitting there and having bunched routes pretty much combat people who are going for these plays where they're pressing their defense entirely too much. So we're route bouncing, and I'm gonna motion Eckler out here so we can have an extra person out here to potentially create an extra route bounce here. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on somebody else that's on the line. So when this happens, we're looking for somebody to pretty much get bumped out here, and that time it didn't happen, but we still might catch this. So you're trying to create these routes that all bump into each other, because when that happens, they're going to be extremely frustrated to see that your guy bumps into one of their guys. And on top of that, the coverage, like if they bump, somebody's going to end up open, and this guy ends up open over the top. Unfortunately, Herbert can't make that throw. So when you get a bump with these receivers, a lot of the times, and that's the reason why he ended up open, because it sort of like they don't know what to do once that happens, because they're still trying to complete their assignment. And this guy should not be open because he is a running back lined up on a defensive back, but because of the route bump, that slant now ends up getting a little bit of separation here, as well as this route here, because this isn't the intended man receiver that's supposed to be guarding him, so he ends up wide open. Now this happens a lot with streak plays and stuff like that, because obviously streak plays are going to end up being one of the easier things to have when it comes to having a route bounce. So a lot of the times when you are playing man coverage, you always want to have some form of a streak on the field, simply because it will allow you to, if they bump routes, as you can see. Oh, and that was just a horrible throw, but he was open. I'll showcase the replay on that. So you pretty much always want to streak on the field for situations like this. As you can see, he's got a good 2 steps on him. Unfortunately, Herbert wasn't able to throw that far enough for us to actually get that. Now, if that didn't work, then the O route, the corner route would have worked as well. Why? Because these route bumps just create that kind of separation that frustrate whoever it is that you guys are playing, and they don't know who to guard pretty much. And it makes your life a lot easier, especially if you're coming out of these stack formations, because they're just that good. They're just some of the best things to run in this game if you guys are looking for, you know, a lot of extra separation on your route. So we're going to try this one more time. Actually, we're going to move the ball over here because we're going to complete this pass, and then I'm going to get out of your hair because I feel like I've talked for entirely way too long here. But I feel like in this video, I've gone over a lot of different things that will help you guys out. And I wonder if you can smart route this. I'm smart routing the other route as well. So let's see what happens here. So we're looking for a route bounce. We didn't get the route bounce, but we ended up getting a nice play. And let's try that one more time, but we're going to put a streak on the field instead. So we're going to put square on a streak instead. And we're going to put Eckler on a drag. And let's hope that one of these routes end up bouncing off of each other. Because when that happens, yep, square just bounced off. And it left them wide open. But again, Herbert is, you know what, let me lob this real quick, because I do want this to work by the end, you know, for the video's end, for my own sanity. We're gonna go ahead and block everybody, and then we're just gonna lob this. So the route bounced. Oh, he actually got bounced there, and this guy ends up open. But as you can see, the route bouncing is exactly what the whole gist of destroying man coverage. Now, unfortunately, they bounced off of each other, the 2 wide receivers, which allows us to, well, it doesn't allow us to do anything with that, but because of that, unfortunately, that was how the play ended up being. So we're gonna try this one last time, and no matter what the situation is, I'm just gonna get out of your hair here. So again, square gets bounced. And as you can see, perfect for a touchdown. This is how you beat the man coverage meta. Simple. There are flat patterns that you can utilize and you can hit to quickly hit flat routes and stuff like that. And but those are obviously more, those are more advanced techniques. This is the easiest way to pretty much beat the man coverage meta. Double stack is honestly the easiest way. On top of learning how to block those blitzes, on top of hitting your quick hits, your quick reads as fast as possible, because they will make your life a lot easier when it comes to fighting against the meta here. As you can see, another quick hit that you guys can hit. You know, there's just so many different options, obviously. But this video is as thorough as I can be when it comes to this at a beginner to, you know, average player level. This is definitely going to be the video that helps you start beating the man coverage meta more often. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. This was a long one, and I apologize. I'll make the next video like 3 minutes long, I swear. But obviously this knowledge has to get out there for those of you guys who are struggling still, and I know that this is still meta. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this helps you guys out. My name is Pony Montana. I'll see y'all in the next one. If you guys are struggling with anything, leave it down in the comment section, and I'll try my best to find something to help. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.